watching the Sports Political channel of LB. I'm his contributor. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. Let's get down to business. So, as play continues on with Golden State in Milwaukee, as of this recording, the Golden State Warriors are beating the hell out of the Milwaukee Bucks right now. And hey, what's up, Gideon? Hey, that was a great podcast that you had done earlier this afternoon. That was a great podcast you did. So salute to you, and congrats on your podcast. And I wish you and your constituents much growth and much success, my brother. The way these games are going on now, there's really no luck to make the NBA Finals, and I want to bring Gideon in because I want me and Gideon to talk about this. So Gideon, you got time? Come on in. Let's talk this out. Now, one thing we can say, we can narrow down the teams that we know that's not going to go. We can narrow it down that way. Like, for example, the Chicago Bulls. They lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are missing a whole bunch of bodies. Now, granted, the Bulls are missing Zach LaVine, but they had no business losing that game, if you ask me. So Gideon, first and foremost, like I said, congratulations on your podcast. Podcast was a great great video earlier today.
Thank you.
I wanted to jump in, but I was tied up with kids and shit. So
right.
So then their mom don't want me listening to podcasts. She want me to be all up under her. But anyway,
right. I get.
So with the whole unpredictability of the East, let's narrow down the teams that we know that's not going to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll just narrow it down to two teams because everything else is just wild, too fucking wild to call.
Right.
So for me, it's the Bulls and the Raptors. I know those two teams ain't going to go. What two teams you think that you know in your heart they ain't going to go?
For me, the Cavs, the Celtics. For me, the Cavs, the Celtics, the Raptors, like you said. For me, I know people like playing the we will see game. For me, I'm not that type of person when it comes to certain things. Other times you do have to wait and see. For me, for some of these teams, I already know what's going to happen to half of these teams in the playoffs because it's like reality. You know what I mean? Like the Cavs, the Celtics, the Raptors. I know they're not going to go to the finals because they're going to play a team out there that they don't match up well against, and it's all about depth and all that, and also experience for the Cavs. Like a match because Cleveland doesn't have a lot of playoff experience. Kevin Love, we don't know if he's going to stay healthy. Rondo has some playoff experience, but Rondo, he's not the most durable player. He's injury prone. We don't know how Darius Garland and Evan Mobley going to look in the playoffs. Losing Jared Allen because he fractured his finger, that's going to be big because you lose rim protection and also pick and roll. So I know the Cavs are not going to go far. The Celtics, I like Boston and they're a great defensive team, but here's the thing, LB, they don't have depth. If they play a team like Milwaukee, Philly, Brooklyn, I know they're going to lose because those teams, Philly's not deep, but this is when star power is going to kick in. James Harden and Joel Embiid, and B will kill Boston down low, and B can stretch out the floor though. So I think they'll win that, and also Toronto does not have enough firepower. They're a good defensive team, but they struggle to score. If somehow Atlanta gets in the playoffs, they're not going far. Same thing with Charlotte, same thing with New York, they're not going far. So I know those teams are not going to go to the finals because, like I said, this isn't March Madness. You know what I mean, man? I always tell people this. I understand we cannot predict the future for everything, but certain things in life you can. You know what I mean? Because it's like realistic. And sometimes just because something in life can happen doesn't mean it will happen. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
like, like just because the Cavs could make the finals, they won't. They're not going to. All right, the Cavs, the
Right.
Raptors, the Celtics, they're not making the finals. The Hawks, the teams, they're not making the finals. The Bulls have a chance, but I don't think they'll reach that far. I mean, every team has a chance, but I don't think they'll reach that far. So that's the thing with the East. The East is wide open, but I don't think Cleveland, Boston, Toronto, Atlanta, Charlotte, New York, you know, are
And
going,
Chicago.
or and Chicago, I'm 50-50 on Chicago, are going to the finals. I don't see it.
Understood. Um, all right, Mr. Oswald Bates, what you got? Wait,
Slow
what?
Oswald.
Oh shit! I ain't know. I ain't know you were talking to me. You called a different name. I ain't know. Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Good, good.
How's
You?
everybody night? Awesome, man. I'm doing great. I'm still smoking on that Philly pack, so I'm pretty still stoked. But just to answer the question, as in teams that I feel like that's not gonna make it. I had them as my dark horse at the beginning of the season. But it seems like everything just went haywire. I had the Pacers. I don't really see them catching up enough to get to the play-in. Also, Orlando Magic, Detroit Pistons. I think those teams.
Man, those are obvious teams. I'm talking about teams in contention.
NBA Finals, NBA Finals. We're not talking about playing NBA Finals
Yeah, you said teams that are not gonna make it to the NBA Finals. I was
that
like, yeah,
we know for sure are not making the finals. Like it's
Yeah,
yeah.
we
reality.
talk about teams in contention. We're not talking about the Orlando Magic. Come on, man.
Oh,
We already know they're
whoa.
not going.
Uh, right now, honestly, right now, I gotta be respectful. I gotta be respectful to the gang. It's the wait and see. Right now, I see a lot of potentials. Right now, I think Cleveland got to get it together. They are falling down in the rankings really hard. I know they got a tough schedule.
Mhm.
Boston is playing incredible. Defense is up there. I think they got number one defense in the league.
Yeah, they do.
Uh, Offense is just striving. Everybody clicking at the right time. It's a perfect stride to take off because at the time it is. Chicago, that's another one. I think Lonzo and I think the health of Lonzo and Alex Caruso will be huge for the
And
playoffs.
Caruso came back, by the way.
Okay, that's good. That's good. But he need to get some reps in, so hopefully he can get into that more.
True.
Uh, Oof. Like I said, Philly, wait and see situation. Brooklyn is a wait and see situation. Milwaukee, that should be the automatic favorite because they defended champs. You should automatically shoot that up for the defending champs. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who they are. The continuity is still the same. They ain't pull the Lakers in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Drop everybody, just keep three niggas. Um, so yeah, like that's what I'm looking at. But that's pretty much what I got. I
Mm.
didn't say much, but yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What's going
Yeah,
on, fellas?
salute,
What's going
man.
on, fellas?
Salute, man.
You
Jeffrey Weaver,
know,
what's up with you, man? Salute to you, bro. Hey, all right, so we talk about teams in contention that we know that's not going to make the NBA Finals. We even talked about the Western Conference yet, but the East is like Gideon mentioned. East is way more unpredictable. Um, the West is just as unpredictable, but you can make a case for 1 through 6 to make the NBA Finals. So, what teams do you think that we know that even that the contending teams, we know they're not going to make it?
I, s- he said, no, who ain't gonna make it there, the LB. You
Yeah,
know,
because right now no teams are locked to make the NBA Finals because look, depending on seeding and matchup shit like that, man, motherfuckers might get got. But
Hmm.
but the sub, what teams like I for me, I know the Chicago Bulls not gonna make it. They can't beat good teams. They
True.
lost to they
that's
lost to
right.
another
0 for
playoff team to the
13.
Cavs.
0 and
0 for
'Huh?
14 against top
13,
three
man.
teams.
I can criticize my Bulls. 0 for 13 against top tier teams.
0 and 14, actually. 0 and 14.
Yes. So I'm just saying, man. Chicago, I like my Bulls, but they ain't doing nothing, man. You might have a Charlotte Hornets up in there. You know, you
Hornets ain't
know.
going for it, man.
Yeah, they're
I,
not
I,
going far
I
neither.
think I think the Hornets is too playful. I'm not gonna lie, they got the pieces. I just think they too playful. I think the coach they got right now, I think he look like a pushover. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think I think LaMelo Ball, even though his game is beautiful, he doing what he want and what they trying to offensively doing what they want. They're not
Well,
really
Jordan
staying
don't give a
continuity
fuck either. Jordan
especially
don't give a fuck
And
either.
also, playoff experience matters. They don't have enough playoff experience.
they don't have none. They only did the play-in experience and they lost because they were
Hmm.
playing too much. They were playful in that game against the Pacers.
They got shellacked.
Ah, and they lost to the
Yeah.
Pacers, bro. I was like, what the fuck? That's without TJ on Warren. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It was just they only had
And
Sabonis.
Miles Turner.
But still play for the Pacers.
Who that? TJ Warren? Yeah.
What up,
Yeah, he's
Hitman
still
X?
there.
Hey, the Bucks ain't just getting beat; they getting beat up.
They getting beat up.
I
They
see.
did a horrible
I
job
They
of
ain't just getting
switching.
beat; they getting beat up.
The problem with the Bucks in this game, their switching's been bad. They're not putting their man on their, then their ball watching. Klay Thompson getting every shot he get. Also, man, another problem, Milwaukee, man. Also, Jordan Poole getting to the rack at will, getting open looks. Also, Wiggins getting to the basket, open looks. Here's what's actually crazy. Milwaukee only has 4 turnovers in the game beat like this because they've done a poor job closing out on shooters, man. And their rebounding was terrible today. The Bucks usually
Man,
they're a
Well,
great rebounder.
and Kaminga had a double digit rebounding game too.
If you're the
Kaminga.
Bucks, that's unacceptable. If you're the Bucks,
That's right, man. That's why they need motherfucking what's it called, Brooke Lopez and the rest of them, rest of them
Damn.
to come back. Yeah,
I never thought the day I hear niggas say the Bucks need Brooke Lopez. That's crazy. Hey, boy, let me cross that
no,
off my
no, that
22.
wasn't a big loss. Hitman X mentioned in the chat. Matter of fact,
Little
we
hit,
talked
man.
about this when this happened. Them losing PJ Tucker was
that's
the
right.
worst move they
That's
could.
right.
Them letting PJ Tucker go was something that was going to come back and bite them in the ass. And in games like this, PJ Tucker is that goddamn difference maker, man. You know, he's the guy that's going to. You know what you're going to get from PJ Tucker. He's going to make timely threes from the corner, and he's going to play a lot of defense.
Mm-hmm.
No,
And one more thing, Gideon, I'm surprised you didn't even talk about this. I'm
That's
surprised
the
you didn't
worst
talk about
part,
this,
LB.
goddamn. Hey, hold on,
That's the worst
JJ.
part,
Hold on.
LB. Okay.
Yeah.
Gideon, I'm surprised you ain't talk about this. Their coach is fucking. Oh man,
Budenholzer,
Mike
his adjustments
Budenholzer,
are
man.
very questionable. His rotations are very questionable. Why you play Wesley Matthews so much in this game? Why?
Yeah, why is Wesley Matthews? That motherfucker shouldn't even sniff the court, let alone be on the court.
Can I say something right quick, guys?
Yeah.
I know y'all coming at Budenholzer kind of crazy, but y'all gotta step back. I ain't gonna lie, man. This man, listen, bro. The disrespect that he had last year in the playoffs, you gotta respect it, man. Yo, he did some things without Giannis. He did some things with Giannis. So I honestly believe right now he probably playing on guys right now, giving them extra minutes to a couple fellows who gonna have some crucial minutes in the playoffs. And you just gotta trust his system, man. He ain't a championship coach for a reason for no reason now. Come on, bro.
No, Budenholzer is a good coach.
But
And,
No,
and
Bud
they
is a
up
good
there
coach.
too.
He's
And they
supposed
up
to
there
be-
too.
Bro, let me tell you this. You know what I'm saying? The players help the teams too. Help the coach too. The players help the coach too. You know what I'm saying? They get know their game and all that other stuff, man. But Budenholzer, man, he need to get himself together, man. You supposed to be a Greg Popovich, you know, coach.
I don't know about Pop. I
coaching
won't go that
stuff,
far.
you
I
know?
won't go that far. I don't know about Pop. Pop is another strategy here. I don't know about Pop, man, but
Budenholzer is better than Doc Rivers. Period.
Oh, Budenholzer better than okay. We can check that
Just
on that one too.
not only just the Bucks, but he also pushed the Atlanta Hawks. Even though it was like a second round exit, he pushed them to 62 games victories. That's nuts.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this, there, bro.
Jesus Christ.
What happened?
Go ahead, LB. Go ahead,
Warriors, Golden State out rebounded the Bucks 55-39.
that's
Ooh.
embarrassing.
Ain't that a blip, man?
Damn, they were getting manhandled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus. They were
Mm.
down 20. Golden State was up by 20. They couldn't stop Clay Thompson. It was basically the Clay Thompson show tonight. I mean, yeah,
And
all
Jordan
the other
Poole
Bucks
and
were
Wiggins and Kuminga. Yeah.
it was yeah, Andrew Wiggins got his, he did good tonight. Jonathan Kuminga did good tonight, but it was really the Clay Thompson show because he the one that busted the game wide open. That motherfucker couldn't miss.
Pretty much. You look the old Clay Thompson. I still gotta see this more though.
That's
I still gotta
probably
see this more because
that's
again, Clay can do this tonight and then the next game might cool off. I still gotta see this more because remember he just came back from 2 injuries. So but Clay had a big game tonight though.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I kind of see. I kind of see.
Clay's
Oh, go ahead,
due.
Papa. My bad. Nah, hey, I seen the
Clay
no.
Clay is due for a big game
shit.
anyway. Clay don't do for a big. Yeah, because I want to see Clay don't do his thing, man. Clay
I just
don't
gotta
do his
see
thing,
this in the
bro.
playoff. I know, but also I know you guys are not a big fan of Draymond Green, but I gotta see when Dre comes
Nope.
back because of the defense.
That nigga said nope.
But Dre
Nope.
does. I know Dre is not a scorer, but he does help with their defense and screening and does help with their passing. So they're gonna need Dre in the playoffs, though.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep it a
because
buck.
you
Yeah,
let Draymond Green tell like
tell
he's
you
the
another
best screen
motherfucker
setter, and
that should be up in there. I'm gonna tell you another motherfucker that should be in there. James Wiseman. I ain't heard from him. Heard from
He
his
hasn't played
Yo,
up a year.
hold on.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen, before y'all start hopping on the James Wiseman hype, bro, he only played like a few games last year. I don't know why niggas making it seem like. I think that what they
He
got right
hurt his
now,
knee though, bro. You
but
supposed to
listen,
you supposed to be up
hold
in
on, though,
there, bro.
hold on. He hurt his knee, but he wasn't playing productive basketball before that. You know what I'm saying? That's why, cause Steve Kerr set him up in a position of playing basketball that wasn't great for his game at that time. You know what I'm saying? So he was
That's a
moving
good
around
point.
looking lost. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good
Like
point. And
so
Wiseman's a meniscus tear. Don't forget.
Right.
yeah, you feel me? Because he was playing some type of offense and moving around that he wasn't used to coming out of college. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this: Steve Kerr should slowly progress him in instead of trying to rush him in and make it seem like that. Now that's probably why they doing right now. Because he probably been healthy for at least about a month and a half already. They just trying to get him
Yeah,
in a
but,
in a
I'm
physical
saying,
shape of running what they want.
but I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I guess they rushed the rookie off of Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to make it to the try to contribute. You know what I'm saying?
man, fuck all that.
You
That
said
nigga ain't making no
Yeah,
goddamn difference for the Warriors, man. Fuck all that.
Right.
facts.
It's
Thank
gonna
you.
rely on Steph, Clay, Andrew Wiggins, and guys like Jonathan
Poole.
Kuminga and what's the other
Cool.
motherfucking name?
Cool. Jordan Poole.
Jordan
Kaminga.
Poole. That's the name. Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
But a
What's
big
up,
game
Hey,
Papa
for
Sykes?
Ricky
Celtics
Boys also
Nation?
that.
What's
How
up,
about
y'all? Hit the
Clay?
like button.
How about
What's
Clay? How about Clay, man? How about Clay, man?
He looked good tonight.
Oh yeah, number one grinder. Okay, I understand what you're saying, man. The Warriors did their thing tonight, man, and the Bucks just lost, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? PJ Tucker was supposed to be up in there with grinding with them with the Bucks, man, and that pisses me off with
No,
that.
it wouldn't make a difference, man.
Hey,
They
as you
had a
seen, the
loss.
Bucks lost they lost to the top 2 seeds in the West on the road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost to Phoenix
Ironically.
earlier this year,
Yes.
and they lost to goddamn. And then even on the when Phoenix was on the road to Milwaukee, that game was highly competitive till like late in the fourth quarter when
It is,
the
yeah.
Bucks pulled away.
Yeah,
So
it was very competitive. The most of the game was.
The Suns were up
yeah,
by 10 in the second quarter, up by 5 late. Yeah.
Yeah, Phoenix,
so
Phoenix need to get
Chris Paul back.
CP3 and Devin Booker back.
Booker's back.
but Devin Booker already came back.
He already
Yeah,
came
but
back.
he losing. Devin Booker losing with the Suns. So yeah, he there.
They're not really
They don't.
losing. They're playing decent still. They're playing decent without Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lakers come to town tomorrow night. They play the
And they're on
Phoenix Suns
ESPN.
tomorrow night.
I like the
Yeah.
Lakers for the upset. I like the Lakers for the upset.
Good luck
Man,
with
you
that.
smoking crack.
Good luck with that.
Hey, I'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
LeBron
make
ain't
the
scoring
music.
no 50
I won't
on
be
the
watching.
Phoenix Suns. I'll tell you that
Hey,
much.
I won't
I
be
can
watching.
admit that.
Phoenix licking their
What happened,
chops.
Dion?
LeBron ain't scoring no
I
50
won't. I
on
won't be
Phoenix.
caring. So
No, they're not.
Man, look, they gonna make life difficult for LeBron. They gonna throw Jay Crowder at him. They gonna throw
Bridges.
fucking Mikal Bridges at him. They gonna throw so many bodies at LeBron, man. Fuck.
Phoenix
He
Nah,
ain't
gonna
scoring no
I
50 tomorrow night. I tell you
ain't
that
gonna-
much. Them two
I
games he
think
got.
the Lakers on the road, man. I don't know if y'all boys
The
don't see it or
Lakers have
not,
lost
but the
9
Lakers on
straight
the
road
road.
games, bro.
Man, I don't
Bro,
think
the
that. I
Lakers
don't
have
even
lost 9
think.
straight
To
road
be
games,
honest
bro.
with you, I
When
don't
they
see
when
them
they
games
captain
being
on the
close.
court, when the captain on the court for them,
come on.
they move.
I don't see
Come
I
on,
don't
Dude,
see this game
the
being
Dude,
Lakers.
the
close.
Lakers have
Not,
lost 9 straight road games. They just lost to the
they're
Rockets
not
and
a good.
Spurs
They're
now.
not a good road team, man. Come on.
They lost 9
All right,
straight
so
road games.
so we know the Lakers ain't gonna make it and shit. We know they ain't
No,
going nowhere.
I
All right,
don't know.
so
they're
what
not
team
making
in the
the finals,
West?
bro. Come on.
So LB. So let me ask you a question. How many points the Suns gonna beat the Lakers tomorrow? You think?
By at least 20.
Okay.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's it.
CP3 back?
I think.
CP3 back?
You know what I think. You know what I think, LB. I think
They
you
fully
being nice.
healthy?
I think you being nice. I said 25.
Woo! Hey, y'all grinded. Like CP3 back tomorrow?
Doesn't
No,
make a
And
difference.
they
Doesn't
don't
make a
need
difference.
CP3 to
they
beat the
don't need
Lakers,
Chris
man. They
Paul.
there.
They need the point
Whoa!
guard.
Wow!
Hey,
Hey,
hold on, time out.
wow!
Hey, wait, what? I know you running around here talking like Oswald Bates off of Liver Color. I'm put his picture up on the Summer Jam screen for you. All right. Hey, have you been watching the Lakers the last couple games?
Yes,
They lost to the fucking Rockets.
And
Minus
but
Spurs.
Joel
LeBron James
Embiid.
was LeBron James there? But was LeBron
Yes,
James
he
there? Yes or
played.
no?
He
Yeah,
played.
he was there.
It don't
He
matter.
No,
played.
no, no,
It
no,
don't
no,
matter
no,
if
no.
LeBron
He put
James
up a
No.
there.
triple
He
double.
It
played.
don't matter.
He didn't
It
play the
don't matter
last
if
game.
LeBron
He didn't
James
play the
He
there.
put
last
up a
He
game.
played
triple
against Houston.
double.
What are you
Bro,
talking about?
Oh my
LeBron James.
God!
Y'all didn't let me finish. Y'all didn't let me finish. Y'all coming at me crazy. I know all y'all want to come at me. I got a sword too. But listen, what I'm saying is this. The last game they played, he wasn't playing, correct? They lost, right? And the game before that, they won, right?
Oh boy, dude,
No,
So,
dude.
he
LeBron
hold on,
played
hold on,
against
Why
Houston.
can't
They
you let
lost.
the
time out.
last
Look, the
the
game he did
last
not
60
play.
games,
Hold on,
man?
JJ. Hold
Why
on, JJ.
couldn't
Let me respond to him. The game they played San Antonio, he didn't play in that game. They lost. They turned around and played the Houston Rockets. He put up a triple double in that game. They lost in overtime.
Right.
Then they come back, play 2 home games. They played against the Wizards last night, and then they played who's the other team they fucking played?
Warriors. There's the Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh well, he put up 56 in that game. They won that, but the Lakers go to San Antonio on Monday. He didn't play in that game. They lost.
Hmm
They go to Houston. He didn't play in that game. He lost.
No, he played
Then
in Houston.
that's what I just said.
Oh, okay.
Then they come back and play. What's the 50-point game that because he had two
Wizards.
50-point games in a row.
Wizards.
Wizards.
The Wizards was last night. They won that game. But what was the game before that? Was that the Houston game?
Yeah, Houston. They lost. No, it
Yeah, they
was.
lost to Houston. Yeah.
They
They
Okay.
lost to Houston. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Houston.
So they going to Phoenix on Sunday night. You think that LeBron could put up 50 on Houston?
Listen,
Phoenix, hell no.
listen, bro, listen. They are at least about what? I believe 3 games.
Hold on. But you ain't even answer my question. I asked you, do you think LeBron could put up 50 on the Phoenix Suns?
We don't know. I don't think he going in there thinking about dropping 50. I think they just think about like winning the game. I believe they can win the game.
Oh boy, here we
They
go
I believe
again.
they
can,
can win the game.
That's that
they
politician
can,
talk,
but they
man. You know
won't.
I cannot stand
But
that
I
shit
but I
right
but
there,
but
boy.
They
but I
can, but they won't.
but I thought that the Lakers is a team.
That's why I said. That's why I didn't want to say he dropped 50 because that'd be disrespectful to the team. That'd be wrong. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he go inside thinking I'm gonna drop 50 tonight. I think that's in the flow. Go ahead.
Ever since I've been here, you not once you said the Lakers, you said LeBron. So it was a
Wait, whoa. What are you talking about? Run it back.
You never said the Lakers. You said LeBron. So you think LeBron is gonna be the Lakers savior or something?
No, I said a captain return. I didn't give them their proper name, but I did give them a lot of them team. I didn't say Lakers. I didn't brand them like I should properly did. My apologies if that offend you that I didn't say their name.
No, it didn't.
But I did say team and then I did say them. as a group. You know what I'm saying? But I apologize if I didn't. Yeah.
No, it didn't offend me. Okay, why you saying
Okay.
that?
Cool. I was just making sure. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Wow.
All right, so
Yes.
what team we know that's not going to make it in the West
Utah,
outside the
Dallas,
Lakers?
Utah, Dallas, Denver, Memphis, Utah, Dallas, LA Clippers this year, New Orleans, San Antonio, um,
San
uh,
Antonio not going to make the play-in game, so I'm not talking about those teams. I'm talking about contending teams. I'm talking about like the Utahs, the Dallases, the Denvers.
right.
The reason
The
why I don't say Denver will not have the least, I ain't gonna say I'm not saying not no chance of making it, but the
No,
least
they have
chance
a
of making
chance.
it,
They won't go. They'll have a
they
chance. They won't take advantage.
the least chance they have is depending on if Murray come back and if he's healthy, and also Porter as well, Junior. I feel like if he get at least one of them, I can see them in the second round. If he get all full health and everybody's solid, I can see them going to the bowl, aka the finals.
I mean, they could, but they won't.
It's gonna be a keep by all, but the Trailblazers might make it too. The
Hell
Trailblazers,
no.
I gotta know. Trailblazers might make it too. I
The
said might.
finals?
No, not the finals. I'm talking about the Trailblazers might go to the playoffs. I ain't talking about the finals.
Ooh, hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. That's a hot take, but I might bake that too. Though. That's hot. I like it though. 'Cause them young bulls over there, they low key blowing up. Like
You
for real,
do
for real.
understand Anthony Simons and Houston Nurkic are hurt now, Damian Lillard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm
That's a
telling you
good point,
this.
brother. Gideon. That's a good
Is
point.
hurt. Y'all got rid of CJ McCollum, and CJ McCollum doing this thing in doggone New Orleans. New Orleans might be a doggone sleeper team too.
I mean, I
So
get that, but CJ's in protocol. I mean,
Y'all brothers keep forgetting about the Pelicans, man. Without Zion Williamson, that's the worst thing about it.
Yo, he back on the bench. That's a good process. He back on the bench.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm a role player. I'm a role player guy, but I just want to see teams. You know, what's it called, man? I want to see teams that have small market teams make it to the NBA Finals season too. But they ain't gonna happen like that because it's gonna be Miami, Lakers, what's it
Oh,
called, New York, or whoever. You
Oh
know
no,
what's
no, don't say
New
yo,
don't.
York's not
wait,
making
No,
it.
no, no.
why,
New York,
why Miami? Please explain why Miami. Please break it down to me.
not
I
no,
need to
not
know that.
not New York. No.
The same Miami. All they did was just. Are you telling me Tucker that important that Giannis and the boys? Because you remember last year Giannis swept them niggas. He cleaned out his demons out his closet. You know what I'm saying
because
with
they have
Miami.
PJ
So
Tucker too.
are you?
Man.
Can you
Because
tell
they
me?
have PJ Tucker too. Correct?
So,
They have
yeah, but
PJ
Giannis
Tucker.
got better.
Yeah, Giannis big
Jimmy
got
Butler
better.
can't keep up with him. When it come
Yeah,
down to like macho to macho, when it come down to who gonna take my team to the final to the final
but
to
bad
the finish line.
Adebayo could handle Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hey,
No,
they
Whoa.
can neutralize. Hey,
True.
Miami can neutralize
Giannis.
Giannis by playing the boxing one.
Hmm.
that's right.
And
That's
the
right.
wall. And the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
you know what,
Man.
if you pull them stunts, you gonna release them shooters. Are you
Yeah, but
serious?
Milwaukee keep
Are you
Miami keep
serious?
I get that, but the Bucks can be streaky from three. The Bucks can be
Yo,
streaky
they
from three.
got
That's a good point,
yo,
Gideon. You took the words right out of my mouth.
but we talking about playoffs.
Yeah, but the Bucks are
I know
streaky from
Middleton gonna
three,
show
man.
up.
Right.
You can say streaky. You can say streaky in the regular season. That's
They're
simple. You
streaky in
can
the
do that.
playoffs too, man. I know they won the
Yo,
championship, but it was
yo,
streaky
hold
in the
on, hold
playoffs
on,
too.
hold on, Dion. You did not. Let me remind y'all niggas once again. Eastern Conference Finals. The series was tied 2-2. Giannis was not playing. There was two niggas that stepped up. It was motherfucking Middleton and Drew Holiday.
But they were
These two
streaky
niggas
though.
stepped
Dude,
up
they're
and
calling
they
up
won
Middleton
two games
off,
straight
bro.
to get to the Milwaukee Bucks to the finals.
Listen.
So don't pull them stunts with me, bro.
Oh
Oh
boy,
Don't pull them stunts
wow,
with
you
me,
are
man.
kidding me, man.
They're
dude, it's
ready.
the Hawks,
That is the
bro.
prime
The
team,
Hawks
bro.
very young, man. What are you talking
Listen,
about?
listen.
Bro,
Let me tell you,
wow.
in the playoffs, you cannot be streaky, man. You can't do that.
They wasn't. They
What are you
wasn't.
talking about? They were at times. We watched the whole
It
playoffs. What
was
are you
at
talking
time.
about?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
No, I'm talking about
What happened in Atlanta though? What happened in Atlanta? Brooke Lopez had
They
33
tied
points,
off.
man. Okay.
The
Yeah.
fact of the matter is, Atlanta had no business playing in the Eastern Conference Finals. To be honest,
Right.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's right, B. Matter of
what you
fact.
mean.
Atlanta had no business up in that bitch, and Philadelphia failed to take care of business. And I'm gonna talk about them because look, since we talk about Phil, let's talk about them, right?
Mhm.
Like me and my homie that won LVZ, go subscribe to this channel. We had a conversation about that earlier today, right? In that,
Mm.
like he had
What?
not he mentioned about Joel Embiid had a history of choking in the playoffs, right? Well documented, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coupled with my take about James Harden having a well documented history of choking in the playoffs. Plus, you got Doc Rivers, who is the only coach in history to blow 3-1 series leads, right?
More than twice.
Uh-huh.
He's blown it 3 times, right?
Big time. And multiple game 7 losses, especially at home.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Thank you,
multiple
Gideon.
game 7 losses, especially at home. So, right, we talking about, can this team get it done?
No,
And given the history of these
I mean, they
individuals,
can, but they won't.
they
They can,
won't.
but they won't.
LB, can I do something?
They can, but they won't.
Billy,
Nah,
I saw what
come
you
on,
did
guys.
there.
Come on, guys. I don't think they
Three
doing
choke
that now.
players, man.
They're
Three
not doing
choke
that,
you
bro.
you got listen. You
two
got
choke
Doc.
players
Listen,
in the
listen.
coach.
You got Doc Rivers 3 times lost 3-1 lead. Brother Gillian, can I repeat what you said?
Go
Multiple
ahead.
7 games, multiple. Am I correct?
Right.
All right, and then you got 2 chokes. That's not a
Man.
good. That's not a good formula to win. These are facts.
Yeah, it is fast.
Now
You
they
gotta
talk about
talk.
replacing Doc Rivers with Dan Tony. No,
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy because Doc Rivers is top 15 all time. So that'd be crazy.
You can't be top 15 if you. Okay.
Man, this don't make no
Doc Rivers
sense,
is
man.
6-9 in game 7s, man.
That's what I'm saying. How you gonna put a top 15 if you consecutive 7 games?
Is he not top 15?
No, he's not top 15. He was consecutive 7 games and he blew 3-1 lead, 3-1 series 3 times.
But I think Doc Rivers is in the top 15. Y'all tripping.
If you take 2008,
all
if
time Joe, top
Cowboy.
15 head
Hey,
coaches all time.
Cowboy. Let me
He on
ask you
there,
this,
right?
man, bro. Let me
No,
ask you this. No. Doc Rivers got
I am
lucky.
shocked. I am shocked.
if you
Doc
take
Doc
2008
Rivers got
away,
lucky when he won against the LA Lakers. You know, what I'm saying 2008, man.
that's
You
what
know,
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying Doc Rivers.
Wow.
Right,
Lucky. That's a
Doc
strong
Rivers
word.
with that.
if you take
That's a strong
2008,
word.
if you take 2008
He
championship
got
away,
lucky.
what you would rank them? If you take 2008 championship away, right?
Whew, that'd be. Hey, look, man. He'll be at least top. Uh, top. Top 30. He got the Clippers took a couple second rounds. You know what I'm saying? That was a
But they're
good
supposed
solid team.
to win a championship, bro.
Right. When you 3-1, you supposed
And
to come
then
out at least one.
and then you say you take away that win but he did get them to the finals. That's in Boston, so he got
I
them
mean, I'll
there.
give him that. Oh, wait. He earned that ring. I'll give him that. Doc did win. I'll give him that.
And then
But I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm gonna tell y'all this though. Doc Rivers should have won in 2010 though, right? In Game 7, right? Correct.
He lost.
He did, but he lost
They,
it.
they, they should
He
have won in
blew
2010, right? He should have won in 2010, right?
Yeah, they blew
With
13 point
Rasheed
lead.
Wallace and doggone Ray John Rondo Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and what's it called? Paul Pierce. He should have won that game 7. He should have won that game
I
7.
blame that on the players. I blame that on the players,
It's
man.
everyone's fault.
They ain't
It's
coming
everyone's
executing.
fault.
They ain't coming in the best shape. Rashad, come on, Wallace ain't coming in the best shape. He just
It's
came there
everyone's fault, man.
to
It's
be
everyone.
there. You know what I'm saying?
It's everybody's fault, man. The players,
Uh,
everyone deserves
And the
blame.
coach, everybody's fault. Yeah,
I
it
don't know
is.
everybody, but okay.
The players have to execute, but the coach has to put the players in position to win.
Yeah,
That's
but at the
right.
same time, if the
That's
players
right.
don't execute,
They didn't
how else
win
can he
that,
do?
They didn't win that, did they? In Game 7 in 2010 NBA playoffs. Didn't it? In 2010 NBA Finals, matter of fact.
He
You know
got a
what I'm
lot of.
saying? Rasheed Wallace. You know what I'm saying? You had Kendrick Perkins over here hurt. You know what I'm saying? It didn't play that Game 7. So it should have been Rasheed, Rondo, Pierce, Garnett, and the rest of the crew down there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying about Doc Rivers. You know what I'm saying?
But Doc Rivers down the stretch, he's not a good S and O's guy down the stretch.
Good point. And leave
Wow.
Down the
Where is
stretch,
this
he's
coming
not.
from? What is
Down
this
the
coming
stretch,
from?
he's not.
The man got.
himself.
Go ahead. I'm just saying the man got like at least what, like I think he got like he top 8 of coaches having the most going to the second round. Like that's amazing. A lot of head coaches don't even get to the playoffs or then they get past the first round. But he constantly get at least past the first round a lot, bro. Come on,
Hey,
bro.
hold on.
What
We
happened?
glorifying motherfuckers getting to the second round. We glorifying motherfuckers to win championship.
Hold on.
Damn, you must be talking about Don Nelson then. You must be talking about Don Nelson
If
then,
that's
huh?
the case,
Don Nelson is the
hey,
winningest
if that's
coach
the
in
case, we need to
NBA
glorify
history.
Quinn Snyder. If that's the case, shit.
more. Not no more. He ain't.
Don Nelson should be the winningest coach. Should be the winningest coach in NBA history. You
Not
know,
no
you
more.
know
He
what I'm
ain't.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, top 15 all time. That's a stretch. Considering
True.
we know about Phil Jackson and Red Auerbach and Greg Popovich and fucking
You know
Bill Fitch.
Right.
You know what?
And Doc had
Lenny Wilkins.
And you
Lenny
know what?
Wilkins, LB.
You know what?
Yeah, Lenny Wilkins. I mean,
That was getting ready to say.
There's
Lenny
also
Wilkens.
Larry Brown. Good
Yeah.
coach, Larry Brown.
Larry
Yeah.
Brown, the only coach to win the NBA championship and the
And the
NCAA
NBA
championship.
So you think about it, Philly. If you put Lenny Wilkins or Brown in that, I'm of that, they win it. You know they're gonna win. Because
Larry Brown took a shitty ass 76ers team to the finals
Yeah,
with Allen Iverson.
So this man who took the Boston Celtics in 08 to the finals against a good it was the Lakers, correct? Yeah, right?
Yes.
He beat the Lakers.
Yeah, he get one championship. He get a golf clap for that.
And when you look at it, it was the 2 greatest teams in professional. You had the Boston Celtics at 15, and then you had the Lakers, I believe, at 16 at that time. And he who took the Boston Celtics over the Lakers in such a franchise historical story level. You know what I'm saying? To it, that gotta be some bonus.
Now because they
gotta be some bonus, man.
acquired Kevin Garnett.
They didn't have Andrew Bynum either. They didn't have Andrew Bynum either. The Lakers didn't have Andrew Bynum either. Correct?
You know it's the greatest championship, and I'm gonna take you way back in '75 with Golden State Warriors. There was this guy named Al Atlas. He used to play the ABA. He used to play with Will Chamberlain. He was the coach. He was the coach.
There, bro.
And he took that team and they won the championship. I think that's the good. We don't talk about that. I think that's the greatest feat.
Yeah, Rick Barry and Al Adams. Salute to you, Mr. JT. You know what I'm saying? Rick Barry and Al Adams. Salute. You know what I'm saying? So I know what you're talking about that, Mr. JT.
And Rick Barry was in his trial-like career, y'all. That's the thing about. And you know who's the rookie that year?
Who was it?
Robert Parrish. He was a rookie. Golden State.
Robert Parrish. Oh Lord, man, you done went out there, bro.
He was.
That
Bro,
boy, that boy, NBA
bro,
encyclopedia. That boy
He
know it
was.
bro.
all.
That
Mhm.
was just
Know it.
don't know himself. You know what I'm saying?
That
He
boy giving
was.
out
Bro,
gems.
Robert Parrish.
Yeah, Rob Paris was. Yeah, he was a rookie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Robert Parrish, athletic, good defender. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yes, yes.
hey, yo, JT, dog. Like real talk, bro. Like 30 years from now, bro. I'm gonna be talking like how you talking about basketball right now, man. You're a legend, man. I'm gonna be a encyclopedia too
You
one
could
day.
be
You know what I'm saying?
you could be one right now. You study. That's why I study.
Yeah, yo, listen. You know what I'm saying? I go out there to the, I don't really dibble and dive to the 70s yet. I played around with the 80s. I respect the 90s. I love the 2000s. And in 2010s, that's probably the best years of basketball and ever. And then the 2020s is a work in progress, but it's getting there.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's getting a parody. It's getting a parody in the NBA when it comes to the finals, man. I just want to see. I want to see parody in NBA finals. You know.
I just want to see the best. Parity is overrated. That's not like for football. Um, Basketball, I just want the
Oh,
best. It's 7 game series, man. Like I need that. I need to know who the best. You know what I'm saying? So when we have these debates about who's number one all time, we can have accurate information and not so much of, well, he got beat by this guy, but this guy is not really the top 10, or it sounds weird. Parity sound like a one game type of thing, like they do in the NFL.
Or
Weird.
March Madness. Or March Madness too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people like that weird stuff. Like, yeah, he got you when you was flipping. Yeah, but he can't beat him in the 7 game series.
I
You
tell
know?
you, I'm telling you, them small colleges, man, in Division 1, they been causing major upsets the last few years, man.
that's
That nigga,
right. That's right, Mr. JT. That's right, man.
They
It
causing
be
narrative. They knocking big progress off.
so.
dagger. But if that game close, the ref gonna pull it for the big schools. You know it. You know it, bro. You know it. You know it. Come on, especially now that since they paying them players too. You already know this shit finna get greasy, bro, and that's bad.
Yo, Gillian, brother Gillian, you
Yeah.
still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm still here.
you want me to tell you something funny? Other
Yeah.
than I was going through YouTube. I could tell the rest of y'all. I was going through YouTube
Go
like two
ahead.
days ago, and it be these people like they talk about the Knicks, and they have the Knicks logo.
Mhm.
Somebody did a live and said "Tis for President."
Wow.
I lost it.
Really? I
I
mean,
lost it. How could
That that'd be a best move. That'd be a good
what? Keep
move.
it.
Get a coach in there. You get Tibbs to bring in them hard workers, and then you got a
no
coach down
no
there at the
that's not
bottom.
no that's not what I'm talking about. They talking about they see.
Basketball operations, right or no?
No. Tips for president. No, you crazy.
This is a president slash coach, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and so my thing is this: that Tiz put them young players there because his hands was forced.
Uh huh.
He didn't really don't want to play them young
Well, I'm
players.
say this, Mr. JT. He did wear Derrick Rose and them out. No, he tried to do that. He tried to do that stuff because he wore Derrick Rose and them out, and that's the messed up part about that. You know what I'm saying? I know he's the youngest MVP in NBA history, but I'm gonna tell you this, man. No, you don't wear players out like that, man. Know
I'm
what I'm
saying
saying, Mr.
I'm
JT?
saying that I'm saying this though. RJ is playing well, but you still want the offense go to that um
Randall.
and that to me, why you want to get to the play? The youngsters is playing well. Why you got to stop the growth? Why you still got to put these dinosaur veterans is not getting it done? Every time the Knicks put the veterans in, right, the team makes a run.
And especially you supposed to have Obi Toppin up in that joint doing
Man,
his doggone thing. You
they
supposed
don't.
to have Obi Toppin doing this doggone thing too.
Now they don't try and trade him, man. He so
Who?
to me he like a Kevin Knox, man. They just keep him on the bench, man. I'm saying, man. No.
Kevin Knox ain't played yet. Kevin Knox ain't played yet. That Mr.
No,
JG.
he been traded.
Kevin Knox got traded.
He got traded
Kevin
to
Knox got
Atlanta.
traded to Atlanta.
At least he
Yeah.
getting some playing time. But I'm saying with the Knicks, they want to get more playing time.
No. Check this out. Did we have a Cam Reddish still up in there? You
No,
know
he's
what I'm
He out
He
for
got
the
hurt.
season.
he's out. He's out for the season. On
He
the
out for
shoulder.
the season.
He's out for the season.
How he got hurt?
Lord,
Like,
Passing
that was
Gatorade, I guess.
He fell on the shoulder.
have mercy, man.
No, I'm
Jesus.
saying
He
like,
fell on
was it?
He fell on the shoulder passing Gatorade.
Right.
No way. I'm about to say, was it in the game? But niggas talking about he was on the bench, got hurt. That's crazy.
Cam Reddish.
Yo,
But Cam Reddish wasn't getting no playing time with the Knicks.
dog, Tim gonna get fired for that, bro. Dog, he gonna get fired for that, bro. Because how you bring in a nigga and he didn't even play and he got hurt? What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yo, we just fucking.
Yo, that's crazy. Nah, bro. They gonna look at Tiff crazy, kid. What the fuck?
Nah, man.
You're already looking with the side eye.
Now they gonna really look at his ass crazy.
But tell you this though, if I know we're not making to the players. I know we not, but they gonna try to make a run. That's gonna be Tibbs' fault, man. They see when you lose 20-point leads in 1 month, you got to go, and they still want to keep him.
I think they just don't want to set a bad precedent that hey, yeah, he was coach of the year last year, but you know he had one bad year. We want to cut him off. They
don't give a fuck about that. Dwayne Casey was the coach of the year with the Raptors, and they fired him the same year.
Right, the same year.
Well, I thought they traded him.
No,
he got fired.
He got fired. And when a winning record.
Yeah, but he been having like.
Conference. He made it to the
but he was
round,
stuck.
And he lost to LeBron and the Cavs and shit. And he got fired right after the season. And they gave him his Coach of the Year award right in the offseason when they had the NBA awards. They gave him his Coach of the Year, even though he was unemployed.
Word.
But you gotta understand.
Coach of the Year, LB. Who was last year's Coach of the Year? And they gave him
Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau.
And
I'm talking about who they supposed to have Coach of the Year.
Monty Williams.
But they said Monty Williams supposed to get it.
Yeah,
you can make a case. It's tough for me. I'm 50-50 on both. I look at both sides because I'm fair with both sides. Because I'm fair. For Tom, to be fair with Tom, the Knicks were garbage. He did help the team become a 4-seed, great defensive team. But to be fair with Monty, the Suns were a bum franchise, and then you get Chris Paul, and you add Jay Crowder, etc. The Suns started off 8-8 last year, and then they got to the NBA Finals. So and the Suns were top 5 on offense and defense. A team that shared the ball, great defensively, athletic team. You know, I can't say super athletic, but you get my point. So it's like I gotta be fair for both coaches, man. If they had a co-coach of the year, that I would have been fine with it. Because it would have been hard to see who. It was hard for me to see who's the real coach of the year. It was hard.
Well,
yeah.
Real talk, man. Real talk. You said that Monty Williams should have been coach of the year last year.
Because the Suns would start off 8-8.
Wait. We gotta pause a second. First of all, Monty Williams had a better record against 500 teams.
True.
So that's not fair to it. Plus, they was top 2 in this. They was top 2 in the Western Conference, which that year you have everybody slinging and slamming. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
So,
So, and the Suns missed the playoffs 10 years in a row before.
Yeah, and then you gotta remember they was not even in the playoffs at all last year. They were close, and then cause he came on last year, right at the end, and he kind of had them go a little. He had them come and go harder, a little harder in the bubble. They didn't know, so that should have been triggered to the next season. That damn, we should look at him for next year as coach of the year and really pay attention to that. Listen, Knicks was nice. They did a little storytelling thing, but you can't even see. This is why you make awards like that undesirable, because the next following year you prejudge the wrong situation, bro. And now look at it. He's not even he damn near got the same players, got a little extra pieces, as in shooting, to provide more of a spacing for his star player. He didn't
True.
execute it.
That's
You
a
know what
good
I'm
point.
saying?
We were worse this year. That's a good point. We're worse. And to add to your point, the Suns have not been healthy neither. Don't forget, Aiden missed a
Yeah.
lot of games. Booker missed some games. Chris Paul's missed some games. Crowder's missed some games. To add to your point, wait, what? The Suns have not been healthy neither. McGee missed some games, and the Suns are still thriving. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Suns been thriving for you, you know, for this year, man. But I want to see the Suns. I want to see the Suns do their damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
They
That
might
they
win the
had
championship.
NBA
They might win it
finals.
all.
They done had two NBA finals appearances, man. It's overdue, man. It's overdue. We
Three.
should have
Actually, three.
peace.
It's actually three. It's actually
No,
three.
yeah. It's three. It's three. Yeah,
Yeah,
you right about
and also Phoenix has been in the South for almost a decade and a half. So that was a charm, for the coach too. Cannot leave that out.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all know what year? Send my condolences towards him, but the year he lost his wife as Monty Williams, what year that was?
Let me check.
Because
man.
I always felt that OKC should
2016.
have all
2016.
It was
yeah
2015. D?
2016.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
see
telling about
see
but
Okay.
RP to his wife, man.
yeah
RP,
definitely
Yeah.
definitely.
Rest in
RP,
I
peace.
always felt
man.
he should have been. I always felt he should have had a shot at OKC with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. I think he would have been that coach to mold Russell Westbrook into a better player. I really truly believe that, honestly, bro. He just never got that opportunity.
Yeah, but he doing it in Phoenix though.
So
So
you got oh
that's
yeah,
a
definitely.
salute, man. It's a very
But
much
Phoenix
salute.
but Phoenix GM gave him the opportunity. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
James Jones, right?
Everybody say Sam Presti is so great, but you know what I'm saying? My man ain't been putting no great coaches around. Opportunity of a star player, actually a superstar now in the books of a lot of eyes, and actually try to build around his skill set instead of trying to divide it into two players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
fucked up Russell Westbrook by you doing that. You fucked up how Russell Westbrook played to today, and then you even more liberated why Kevin Durant even left that whole situation from the get go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
It's
saying? Because if he would have been if he would have put a actual real coach there, Russell Westbrook would never been playing the way he is playing right now. You trying to tell a child that you've been letting been stubborn for years to say, now you want him to change his game. Now he's not used to this. That's why he acting out. Oh, I'm not used to people booing at me. I don't like when people call me names. Like, what the fuck? That's basketball, nigga. That's from the park. That's from everywhere, bro. That's from gyms. That's from high school. You know what I'm saying? That's get go. That's from like that's from the park in the around your area. Niggas be talking shit the whole time. Come on, bro. That shit. That type of shit is making our game soft when niggas say shit like that. And then you got to step back at him. What are you doing, nigga? You know niggas like you already, bro. They gonna look at that now. Come on, bro.
yeah. But tell you this, here,
The
boy.
same niggas y'all be trying to say, oh, they the greatest shooters ever, and them same niggas who changing the game and you getting mad about it. But you ain't gonna call them niggas out.
That's right. That's right. Let me let
Oh
y'all
yeah.
go, Obi, and get y'all and the rest of y'all, man. Salute to y'all, fellas, man. You know
Salute,
what I'm
man.
Oh, no, absolute to you, man, no doubt.
Salute, man.
saying?
Salute. Salute. But speaking of NBA Finals, I know it's early, but if you had to make a guess as of right now, and I know things could change, I want to ask, what NBA Finals do you guys want to see? How about that?
Lakers and Nets.
Okay. What about you, LB? What NBA Finals do you want to see? LB? So you want to see Lakers and Nets? Why? Because of the star power?
Nah, it would have been a crazy ass narrative story from the beginning of the season to now, and mad interesting. Two of the teams outside of outside of playoff potential, going through so much, the battles and everything. That it would have been cinematic. It would have been
That,
Cinemark. It would have been Cinemark type of shit. Like it
that
would have
would have
been
been
like
action packed. That would have been action packed. Yeah,
this shit would have that would have been something 100 years from now type of shit. That would have been crazy.
man.
I still like I said, like for me it's like I'm such a in the moment and looking at teams by day because you see how these like injuries, you see how everything's moving, you see how certain teams play this certain teams. I
Hmm.
really think the playoffs going to show a lot right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the team I support right now is the Brooklyn Nets. So I'm trying to hope we
Yeah,
get to the playoffs. So I can't even talk crazy and be
true,
like,
true.
oh yeah, we go to the finals. We could be easily right out that shit. And then we
No,
got and then Ben Simmons ain't coming back to probably mid-April.
and don't forget it's a play-in. And speaking of the play-in, for me, the NBA Finals I would like to see. The NBA Finals I think will happen for me. Suns Heat. That's my Finals prediction. Suns Heat. But the Finals I would like to see Suns Sixers. I would like to see that. I would like to see Phoenix and Milwaukee and Philly in the NBA Finals. Um, what do you think about the play-in tournament? What do you think about it overall?
I think is allowed teams. It for me from the view of it, it give suspense
Right.
more to the playoffs and more to ability. Because you give a team an opportunity. Because once again, once you enter the playoff and play-in format, records don't matter here. Everything is thrown out the window. It's
Mm-hmm.
about each game, day by day type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you got to approach it in that fashion.
Right.
And you had a team like Memphis last year. I know it's been overly used, but that is a perfect example. When the team
Mm-hmm.
was in the playoff position, you knock off a Golden State. They didn't want it as bad as you wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you put it into a do or die situation. And then you also allow them to get to the playoffs, let them feed off of that. What happened in the following year? They top three.
Right. 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 Right, and they're a team that's a finals. Again, I'm not saying that's a great. You made some great points. You're saying that in the playoffs, if you play up against teams that you have a chance, you might compete, and you want to cherish every moment. You know, execute as much as you can. Coaching matters, obviously, etc. For me, the playing, I'm 50-50 on the playing. I look at the pros and cons. The pros are the planes that increases the intrigue at the end of the regular season, so people can watch the end of the season to take games seriously, and to give certain teams a chance making the playoffs. But at the same time, it may potentially rob certain teams, the 7 to 8 seeds, from even making the playoffs. Like for example, right, Minnesota. Minnesota's had a great year. They're 39-30. With the play-in, if they're not fully careful, they may seriously miss the playoffs if they're not careful. And I don't think that'll be fair for them, though. I'll be fair for the Timberwolves. And same thing with the
I,
Clippers. Yeah.
I just feel like when it comes to battle, fair should not be involved because it should be about how much the will is winning. For, First of all, they do actually get opportunities. They get two shots, which is
True.
whoever loses out of the 7 and 8, they get an opportunity to play again against a 9 and 10, which is supposed to be a worse team. So if that team, first of all, one, you get an away game, and then you get a home game. So you get a stretch of actually going through do or die
Oh, you actually get
situation.
two home games, actually.
Yeah,
7 to
yeah.
8, you get two home games.
No. Like I'm just saying, like, all right, one of the team get two home games, but let's say they the AC,
Oh, right,
they get a
right.
away game and they get
Right.
a home game.
Oh, I
My
get it.
thing is, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I get it. I get it.
It gives them the perception of what's a do or die game,
Mm-hmm.
eliminated game. You get them that perception for a 7 to 8 seed. I feel like only way it'd be a disadvantage if it's for a one seed or a 2 seed because depending on that 7 to 18, depending on where their strive is at, you can help them go in the stride situation. You give them two do or die games, right? Let's just say,
Right.
for example, an AC get a two do or die game, and the second game they won it. So they got the felt of defeat in the first in that first game, but they get an opportunity again, and they thrive through it. So you give them
Right.
more motivation to strive even more. That's why Memphis got 2 games off of Utah. You know what I'm saying? Because
No,
they
they
still
won one game. They won only one game against you. The only
uh,
game one. That's it.
one game. You sure?
Yeah, game one. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they probably got smoked. But you give that now if they who like Golden State, Utah, that probably would have been a nice little series. That
Probably.
probably would have been a nice little series. That probably
Probably.
would have solidified Steph Curry if he would have got that and actually won a series.
Mm-hmm.
That'd been interesting.
Yep.
But nah, man. Only thing I'm worried about right now is Cleveland. They falling.
Yeah, man. The
And
Cavs had a right.
go ahead, go ahead. What you finna say?
No, you about to say something. You're saying that the Cavs had an amazing start. They started off 35-21. They lost 8 out of their last 11. Ever since. If you're the Cavs, and I want to throw this out there, they're only one game from dropping to 7. So if you're the Cavs, you gotta be careful. It's like they had a great year. They were sharing the ball, clogging the paint. You know, athleticism. Kevin Love was having a resurgent year. Rondo dishing around. Darius Garland with his playmaking, hitting some tough shots. Dean Wade hitting some big threes. Osman hitting some big threes.
Hey, did the
Yeah,
Raptors play tonight?
Raptors. Yeah, to beat the Nuggets. Yeah,
Oh
they,
yeah, they
they
beat the Nuggets.
yeah they won at Denver. Yeah, so if you're the Cavs, you gotta be careful because if you fall in that play-in game and you have to play like the Nets, you might be in trouble. So I feel bad for some of these teams, man. For me, I don't mind the playing. I just think I look at both sides. I understand you have two chances to close it out, but at the same time, if you worked your heart off, right, to get the 7 to 8 seeds, why do you have to work hard even again to get into the playoffs? And I mean, you had 82 games for you to show your blood, sweat, and tears for you to get into the playoffs. You get what I'm saying, man? So why
Hmm.
should you get to why should it be a tournament for you to potentially have all your hard work being snatched? You know what I mean?
Well, shit, man. If you pushing now, if you telling me that 7 teams with the same record and they only lost like what, then the 20 games, you got me. But some of these teams right now, like for example, bro, like you got a team like Boston who started off
Mhm.
really bad, and look
Yeah.
where they at climbing. Why?
Yep.
Because they were fearing to be in part of the play-in situation.
Right.
That fear kicked their ass to push it up forward.
Hmm.
So it also can be used as a tool to motivate even more to play harder games and not to waste no time in the early beginning of the season. Or you're gonna have to go on a stretch like they is. They're going like what they're like 15. They won 15 games out of the last 17. Like them
16
niggas
out
been
of eight,
nasty.
actually 16 out of 18.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Nasty.
I get what you're saying. You're saying that they use their fear of the playing as motivation for them to get better, right?
Exactly, because sometimes at that moment, some shit just magically happen and everything just go crazy. Like for real, for real.
Right. And speaking of the Celtics, they're only a half game back of the Bulls for home court advantage. And you want to hear this? They're only a half game back from number third in the West, and they're a game back of number 2 in the Eastern Conference. Excuse me. My fault. I meant to say they're a half game back of number 3 and 4 in the East. My fault. The Celtics, and 1 game back of number 2. So the Celtics are trending in the right direction. You okay, LB? Are you sleeping, bro? Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Good night, everybody. Salute LB. You're sleeping, man. Stream's still on.
Yeah, man, it's been a crazy ass night.
Right.
I'm in the stream and I know I came up about the bed.
You're okay, man. You're okay, man. You're good. I was trying to tell you the stream was still on. Trying to tell you that you were sleeping.
Yeah. Yep. But go subscribe to Gideon's podcast.
BX G Money Hoops show. G Money Hoops. Notorious G Money Hoops show at BX Sports Jedi Network.
Can you give us a explanation of the channel and how it's broken down and stuff like that?
We talk about the NBA, talk about the juicy stories about the league, talk about what's going on around the league, about injuries, teams teams who are playing well, teams who are not. Since we're getting close to the playoffs, we just talk about playoff potential matchups, playing matchups, etc. And potential awards and stuff. So yeah.
That's what's up. So just go subscribe to this podcast. Let's show our brother Gideon love and support. All right, subscribe to the channel.
Thank you.
I like what I heard so far. This if it weren't for the situation I was in earlier, I'd have jumped on and cook with y'all. But
Thanks.
yeah, man. On that note, I'm out of here. I came up at the bed. I'm sleepy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Probably was in this bed snoring. But you guys smash the like, hit and subscribe, man. This your man.